CMC, for the people, by the people, and to the people. Citizens Movement for Change. Oh yes, a new day has come. Yes, a new day has come. Rise up, Liberia. CMC, for the people. CMC, by the people. Let us join our hands together to build a better life. CMC, CMC, for the people. CMC, by the people. Let us join our hands together to build a better life. Equity, national unity, transparency, accountability, social justice, integrity, CMC core values. CMC Global. It is a new day for Liberia. It is a new day for the people. Let's all together. Let's all together. It's a unity. It's a CMC. The land of liberty, the land of freedom, the love of liberty brought us together. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, CMC, for the people. CMC, by the people. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, CMC, for the people. CMC, by the people. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, yes, 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 the time has come.
CMC.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
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 The time is here.
Yes.
Oh my God, it is good to be here. It is good to be here. Today is Monday, August 4th. Can you imagine? Today
Yeah.
is August 4th. Man, God is so good for us to see this day. And we are in 2025. If you are watching, the first announcement is I know a lot of people already gone on the Citizens Movement for Change page. We are not on that page tonight. We are on the Political Lodge, the Political Lodge page. We are on Dr. Francine's Richardson page. We are also on the Political Lodge page. We are now on Citizens Movement for Change page. We have a little bit of technical difficulties trying to get on that page. Hopefully, maybe it will change tomorrow, or we're not sure yet. So please, if you on here, because most people don't know this page, you want to share the page. Share the page. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to share the page. Please go and share the page. Put it on your feed, your Facebook feed. Share it to different chat rooms. Trying to share it to the different areas, so people can watch us. We want to make sure that you'll have to start getting used to this page, because this is our page. This is the actual platform page. Or those Citizens Movement for Change page is for the party. We also can use that, but this is where we're supposed to use in the meanwhile, or for now, or going forward. Let me say that. It is always nice to be here trying to share the show. My name is Grace Goa. I am very, very happy to be here. Today is Monday, August 4th. We had a beautiful weekend. Doc and myself being on the phone, and a lot of things have been going on, in America, here in Liberia. We kind of share our views on what we think about everything besides the family life, beautiful family lives. We, have fun with our kids, our family members, our neighbors, our friends. So, you share all those things You know, you're getting older, you're a woman of a certain age, you're a man of an age appropriate, or a woman of a certain age and a man with an appropriate age. So, you know, that's what we say about the men. So, it's always good to be here. We tell God thank you for everything. I am very proud of Citizens Movement for Change. The reason I am is that a lot of people since we launched the website has been joining Citizen Movement for Change. We are almost up to 2,000 people. I think it's, let me check it right now because the last time I checked, it was 1,851 person in
Mm-hmm.
5 days.
Mm-hmm.
5 days of launching our website. We are now 155 persons. So I will change this. I will remove this thing a little bit so you can see our names, you know, for a while before we put all the stuff. But yeah, there where we are. So a lot of people are joining us. People are joining us in the diaspora. People are also joining us within Liberia and everywhere. So we just want to let you know that we are a 5 months old party. We're very new. We don't want you to come to Citizen Movement for Change thinking that we are here to support people. No, we are here to join voices together to deliver Liberia from its transgression. That's what we are here for. So if you have any intentions in joining CMC and think CMC will take all your responsibility, it's not the case. We're not going to do that. We are just like any other political party. It's just that we are stronger because our vision and our goals are very different, and Liberian people are resonating with it. So you know, join the party so we can fight for Liberia together. We will be like brothers and sisters. We'll try to be there for one another. But if you want to come and make it about that, then you know why are you joining us? Because it's like we're taking the same old behavior back to Liberia. We don't want that. So please, you know, come and join us with our open heart. Let's work together. The party is very young. We haven't been 1 year old yet, you know, and we just want to say that we are glad to be here. A lot of people are joining. Tag, you can come in.
Yes, I'm sure you know me by now. I am Dr. Franciane Chenoweth Richardson. I am the Global Chair for CMC and here in studio with my able USA Chair, Madam Grace Gua, and Ansu and Henry. Um, if you are driving tonight from wherever you are, I want to welcome you wherever you are. I want to welcome you. You're working tonight. We want to welcome you to the Political Lounge. This is where we discuss issues relating to Liberia. We also promote the CMC agenda. We talk about what makes this party different than other political parties. As Madam Grace just shared with you, we are the fastest growing political party. We have one of the hardest working political leader that I'm also very proud to say. And so, you know, come and join us so that we all can work to make Liberia a better place. Yes, we are in the month of August. We started this August with an amazing love. Okay, this is one day we're going to show that video. But I also, until the month of August ends, and Madam Grace Gua had me thinking, I would like to read a love quote. I'm going to be telling you guys a love quote the beginning of the show, and you know we'll dissect it a little bit. But this one was written by this quote that I have was written by James Baldwin. If you know anything about him, he is an American writer and civil rights actor, activist. I'm sorry, activist. He actually wrote the book "Go Tell It on the Mountain," which became a Times bestseller. He said, "Love does not begin and end the way we seem to think it does. Does not begin and end the way we seem to think it does. Some people will be dating for 18, 19 years, 20 years, and the love ends. Some people will be dating for 1 month, 2 days, they see each other, and the love starts. So there's no definition as to how love, or no set way as to how love is supposed to begin and end. Okay. Sometimes if you've been in a love relationship for many, many years, like Madam Grace and I are married, you know, we fall in and out of love depending on the season, you know, of the relationship. He then went further to say in this quote, he said, love is a battle, something you have to fight for. A lot of people think relationship just comes. But when
Yeah.
you have a relationship, you work for it. It's a battle. You think about just people fighting for something. That's what it is. And love is a war, he says. It's not just on flower base and ease, like my ancestors used to say, you just sitting there on flower base of ease. No, it's something that you have to really, really fight for. So we love Liberia and we want to fight for Liberia. It's not going to be an easy. We recognize that it's not going to be an easy task. People are set in their ways. Corruption is high. The integrity of people. Which Madam Grace wrote a beautiful piece today. The morality of people. We've been so used to that idea of one way of living, so we accept immorality. We accept people as they are. But we, the CMC, want to do something different, and we're willing to fight. And he says love is also growing up. Gotta forget about the pettiness sometimes. It's innate in us. Sometimes I want to be petty in my love life. But sometimes I gotta think about the bigger picture. I have to think about being a grown up. I have to think about, if I do this, what example would I be setting for my girls, my children, my grandson? If I just walked out one day, which should be my petty, immature way of doing things I did before, I don't want to do it anymore. When you love something, okay, we don't want to just walk away from Liberia. Yes, Madam Grace and we can walk away from Liberia. We have no, somebody can say, the American people can say, we have no rights to be in Liberia, discussing, besides the fact that our neighbor string were born there, we are Liberian citizens, but we are living just as well as we will live in Liberia. We've been blessed. Okay. So love is growing up. We have grown up to love our country and we're here to stay. So I just wanted to read that to you. All right. I'm done. We can
That
move.
was a beautiful piece that you gave on love. Henry, I see you smiling. That was a beautiful piece that you gave on love. Love is give and take.
Mm-hmm.
And some people ask and say, well, why do you fight so hard? Even people here in the States ask me that question. I have friends, and I'm not only, my page is not only accessible to the people in Liberia, unlike the, people in Liberia, all these government officials, they got the people in Liberia on their pages because they're hungry. So the people are there, continue to have to like their page so they can see them to ask for money.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike me, I live in the great United States. I'm very
Mm-hmm.
proud to be, living here. So I have a lot of people follow me from America more than even from Liberia. So the people from America see me and they ask me, my neighbors, my workmates, say, you already living here, Chris. Why do you even want to fight? Why do you want to fight for? Why do you fight this hard? You don't live there. Focus on what's going on here. They send me information on what's going on here in America, and I'm engaged with what's going on here in America. That's why I'm always tired because I engage myself both ways. But then they don't understand because I'm a Liberian citizen. I was born there. They love a country. That was Dr. saying. Sometimes you can't help it. You can't help it. It's like the unconditional love you have for your child. The mother's love for her child. That's the
Mm-hmm.
love we share when it comes to Liberia. This is the reason why we fight. People were equivalent it to everything. Oh, they do this one because of this and that. But it's
Mm-hmm.
not the reason. We have people here, our peers that are Liberians. They don't care.
No.
I saw the other day that there's the Liberian woman that came from Liberia called Justina Taylor. She went and inserted herself in the American politics concerning the Essence owner, the Richelieu Dennis, who
Mm-hmm.
is a multi-millionaire, he's a Liberian. And the people or the Black Americans don't think he should head a certain committee or organization within their culture because he's Liberian. And she's inserted herself in there and she started to talk, and she said that the Africans should boycott all the American businesses. They shouldn't treat their people in the hospital. She went so far, and it had the Black Americans very upset because remember now they were the one that built America on their backs. The Black Americans, I went to school here. I did some history as well. They built New York City. They built Philadelphia. They built New Jersey, Newark.
Washington,
They,
D.C.
they, they built Washington, D.C. Their sweat and blood tears. Their family member died for us to have the privilege to come here and own a car. Just that simple. So when they're going through their stress, sometimes you have to understand with them, because they went through a lot. They are us and we are them, but we are still separated because of the what happened. Let me give you a little bit of history. We are still separated because of what happened. That they feel in their minds that they were sold into slavery by our people. So all the controversy going around, so the divide is already there. The white men did the best to divide the black people, and they did that very well. So the black Americans going through that and everything. So there was a divide in this country concerning black Americans and African Americans, which are Africans. So when she went to speak, it made me laugh. The reason why I telling this story right now, I told one of my friends it made me laugh because the very rich lieutenant that she fight for, he's a multi-millionaire. This man is almost $400 million rich from donut grease.
Yes.
He did donut grease.
Mm-hmm.
He called it shea butter, and that's the real name for it. But he's rich because of that. He and his mother, they do a good job. I applaud them. Well, has he ever looked back to Liberia? I've never heard anything concerning Richard Dennis even Bay or Hot in Liberia. Let's be clear. I think his mom too is half a Sierra Leonean. So they say he pay attention more to Sierra Leone. That's what I heard. I don't know whether it's true. It's alleged. It's the news out there. So for a Liberian to actually come up and start to fight, black Americans for him, it made me laugh, because those people have forgotten Liberia. They have. So, but people like us who still turn our faces and say we have to be a part of bringing Liberia back to a full circle, because Liberia hasn't gotten back to a full circle since the war. People like us, we're supposed to be celebrated. They're supposed to celebrate us. Yes, because the strength, the power, the pull, the insults that we take from people. People like Musa Hassan Benete don't live in Liberia. He strive for the country to be a better place. Their development as an individual alone, he brings to that space. They have Liberians in Liberia that are millionaires from government money. Let's just say they never even created. They got something called, a self-made millionaire. Means that they didn't have to work in government to steal money to become a millionaire. Then they got people who work in government that went and stole millionaires, so they are not self-made. They actually have to get in government to get that money. They got people like that, plenty of money. They don't give a hang about the country. It's all about their jobs and what they, can acquire and what the houses they can build, the kind of institution they can send their children to. And that's what they care about. They don't care nothing about Liberia. But when you check somebody like me and Dr. Richardson, you check us out, there's a lot of work we have done in Liberia before we even came to the political scene. Let's just be clear. The reason why I personally came to this scene because I felt that the leadership is poor. So even if I fight and do all my humanitarian work, it's not going to suffice. The people are not going to benefit still because the leadership is just freaking poor. That's just the truth. So I was thinking in my mind, how am I able to actually be able to really help Liberia where I want to help Liberia with my humanitarian work? I have to list when it comes to politics and see who the leadership can be for us to be able to bring the help that Liberia needs. And I was right, 2009 into 2020, I was doing this thing. I didn't mind who were the leadership, but my help was not resonating. So I was doing all my best, but it wasn't doing nothing. It wasn't doing anything because the leadership is poor. So I started to think, so if I can help to bring a good leadership within the country, means that when that leadership is able to lead, whatsoever weight that we have on this end, people that we can write for help for the country, it would be easier that they will not tell our people to get in kickbacks. Kickbacks in the civilized world means that they should bribe them before they bring the development into the country. That's what they want. And that's what happened in Babalu recently. When CMC went there to build a bridge, they refused. The government refused. They used Otto Connor and refused. And she, as a senator, and said, no, we cannot build a bridge for the poor people. They said, no. These are the things that we talk about. That's the reason why we are here. Because if we don't come and speak on these things, nobody will see it. Unfortunately, as I say, I love Liberia. I love Liberians. I'm a Liberian. And everybody who knows me knows that I love Liberia. I have interacted with so many librarians. They know what I'm capable of. So I don't have to come and say it here. But I just want to say to you librarians, you should be very grateful for the people that fight for you. People like Dr. Richardson take her time for many years, sat down on spoon, talking, you know, for Liberia to be a better place. People like me sat down for many years advocating,
Yeah.
not for girls, rape girls and boys in that country. I have seen it all,
Mm-hmm.
fighting. But the leadership will not allow us to penetrate because the leadership is poor. And that's the frustration that created the CMC.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we came together that, okay, these two political parties, they will not do anything for the country, period. Period. How can we do something different? I mean, it's just not, you just have to try something else because these two people, they're not doing anything. Gender ministry is not working. Our pregnant women are dying.
Mm-hmm.
Having children these days, in this day and age, people don't die in childbirth anymore. The people already finish catching that up to their fingertip. It's rare, but it's not rare in Liberia. Pregnant women supposed to have free health care. That's just the right thing to do. A woman cannot be in labor. You tell us no, we're not deliver you. Why the baby coming down? You got to pay. It doesn't make sense. The government can afford to do that. They can afford to revamp JFK. They don't want to do it. They want to keep this is intentional. Man-made problem. They want to keep the country in poverty to continue to rule over you and lead over you and confuse you and make your children useless. So that's when CMC come and say, no, this is not how it's supposed to be. This is what we want to tell you. These people are not good. These people, they will come and they will spew out lies. They will make fun of the people who try to help the country that you nothing. You know, they will come and do their propaganda to be able to sit in position and do nothing for the country. And if you like one of us, join us, let's fight with CMC to take CMC to the final. Because that's where we're going. We are reaching there. 2020 now, we have to tell these people that it's not no business as usual. There's a new sheriff in town. Wake the hell up. There's a new sheriff in town. That sheriff is CMC. We have to do things differently. So you have to love. You have to that said before I go back to the website. Love is something you cannot help. Because a lot of Liberians are there. They don't have love for country.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so sorry that lady had to even insert herself in the Black Americans and now she's hiding for her life. Because you don't play with Black Americans like that. They all they do to do is use the gun. They don't care. They don't face fight. No, they don't. For you to come and talk on them, talk down on their sweat and blood because of them. That's how we had the opportunity to come here. Just that be clear. That's so true. And you go and speak because you're speaking for, you think a Liberian that has done nothing for Liberia. What do you care to speak for him? Let's just be clear. I have nothing against region. Then everybody have the right to choose what they want to do in their lives and how to use their money. Everybody can choose to do that. Because even you can't even blame them in the Liberians or how they call themselves, the politicians there stealing the government money. So who would want to go get their free money to the people to steal more money? So he don't want to do that. So you can't even blame him. As soon as people like Francis Richardson and Grace Goa wants to do that. And how sure are you? Maybe one day we'll get tired too. So I just wanted to talk about love. This is all we do is love for country. What we do is love for country, plain cut blank, period. Nothing else, nothing more.
Yep.
Nothing else, nothing. But let's move on with the show, Doc. It's enough about love. I want to share this screen to show these people that before Henry comes in to talk, from the studio since he's in Liberia, I just want to show the people a little bit on. Let me share the screen on how, to just go and become a member of CMC. Is that easy? The membership is growing. You see here? The membership right here, 1,851 plus members. They say 1,851 plus members in 5 days of launching the membership drive on the CMC website, www.cmclib.com. 1,851 registered members. We are encouraging because we have more members than this. So we are encouraging all the members to go and just do your registration to become a bona fide member or
Mm-hmm.
CFC. You have to be registered with fully registered to become a member. Remember, somebody asked me on my post, say, "Oh, Sis Grace, the people they say when I tell I want to ID, because we get hit out on with our hill." But let me tell you, my sister, we understand where you're coming from, but in any given society, it's worldwide. For you to be identified, you have to take your ID with a hair tie. For them to identify you, even in the United States, even in Ghana, for them to identify you, you have to take a picture. For me to have a cell phone in Ghana, I have to take a picture to be identified with a hair tie. I have to put my hair back and take the picture. That's why every ID do. So even regardless of your religion, even in America, yeah, the Muslim women that wear they cover up their hair. When they go in to take their ID, they have to remove that cover. It's just for identification reason. It's also for safety. Just in case anything happen, they will be able to identify who this person is. When you have a hair covering, you will most likely not be able to, they will most likely not be able to identify you because you could always say it's not you. Except for nowadays, AI got a way of just taking every line on your face and everything, but you still need to remove the covering of your hair. So to register a CFC, you have to do that. Now, when you go to the website, you just click here. You see here, it said become a member. Easy as that. Become a member. You scroll down and say join now. Be a part of a national movement rooted in hope, justice, and an unwavering belief that Liberia can become a prosperous nation where every voice matters and every citizen counts. Every citizen is supposed to count in Liberia, not only the government official and the girlfriend and the wives and the concubines. The rest of the Liberians who don't ever be in government, they're supposed to count as well. So then you put your email in there. I will just put my email. See my email, gracerene@yahoo.com. And then you just click. You see, you can go down and read what is CMC membership. You can also read more if you want to read more. You can also read a privacy notice if you want to read it, but you just go get started. Once you hit get started, you scroll down, you see you scroll up, become a member, join thousands of patriots fighting every day to build a Liberia that is owned, governed, and developed by Liberians, for Liberians. Then you go here and say, create your account. You put in your name, put in my name. Let me put my mother's name in Mimi Mary Elliott. Hey, ma, I miss you. Okay, I said Mimi Mary. Okay, that her first name. Her last name is Elliott. Ellrott. She was married to a Corinthian. You can also put your married name there. And then you put a date of birth. You just put 04. Oh, you see the date of birth is 04. No, mama, let me go back. But 03. Our actual birthday is 12. For the year, it's not the actual year. 19. Let me say 35. Okay. You put your gender, you man, you woman, or you get you know your gender, you know whether you man or you seem one or you seem two, you know whether you seem three or you seem four. You put other. then you put your, then you put your phone number, and then you create your password. You agree. Let me create some kind of password. Let me see. I can even open the password to see whether it match. See, I open it to see whether it match. Yeah, like me say match, and then you just hit continue. You see, it will tell you say put your address, and you just continue from there. You just continue from there. It's not that hard, right? It's not that hard. You continue from there, and you register. You become a bona fide member of CMC. When you go after some 72 hours, maybe 1 week or 3 days, they get you your ID. You passing around with your ID. So when August 24 come, all the way they put into donating for us to do something like that or give away in a studio. Don't you
Mm-hmm.
you will be a part of it because when you be a part of it, you win. You not get your CFC ID, you can't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big thing.
So that's true. I got question. Oh, I got question for you.
Mhm.
So, and I'm gonna play Teo Awakis here, Madam Grace.
No problem.
So, what if I need help? with just doing all the things that you tell me because maybe, I go to school, I go far in school, I just need somebody to just help me. How does that work?
Well, they have auxiliaries. Beta Ability is the chairleader of the auxiliary, CMC Youth Auxiliary. They
Mm-hmm.
have some of them right now, and there's some of them waiting for the equipments. They have
Mm-hmm.
iPads. They
Mm-hmm.
are going into community and they are registering people. So in some few days or weeks, there will be auxiliary all over Liberia in the 15 counties.
Mm-hmm.
They will be going from district to district with their iPad. Because remember now, CMC or membership or registration can work anywhere. Whether
Mm-hmm.
you get internet or you get internet. So they will go to the different districts and they will register all the people then one by one.
Mm-hmm.
Register them one by one. That's just it.
Okay.
You see, right
So
now, the website is user friendly. It's being updated because the data birth for giving out and now is user friendly, which is good. You can just put in your data birth, just put it there and easy as that. Mhm.
yeah, so Madam Grace, it looks easy, and I will wait because I know I got some problems.
Mhm.
But I will wait until the auxiliary come. But I will keep calling you to make sure because I really want a membership. My
Mhm.
other thing that I wanted to ask: what if I don't have an email address now? How do I do that one?
Okay, so the website has been updated in that aspect that maybe they will change it for the email address. But in the meantime, CMC get default email. So when they register you, they will just put a default email there for you. You don't have to have email now. They will just use their default email, then they will register you. Or you are particular about now, you will just get your card. That's all. And then when you win some kind of prize on the radio, you come to True Heaven, you bother with hearing. Somebody will be there. Because when you get your CMC registration right there before you get it, they will just register you if you really want to be registered. Or else, then you can go to your own political party to go collect your prize there to your
Okay,
people because maybe they will be giving back. But we CMC people, we servicing our people there first.
okay. So my last question to you: so what about us in the diaspora? How we gonna get our card now?
Oh, they're gonna send all the people there in the diaspora ID to Dr. Richardson and Mrs. Grace Goa. We'll receive your ID card and we'll send it to your we'll mail it out to your different addresses.
Oh, okay, thank you. I think that all the questions I got for now.
Yeah, that what going on, my people. Go and register. Go and register to pay. You know, that's somewhere used to play when we was small that. Pay your levy. My brother pay your levy. Don't disturb yourself. Better pay your levy.
I remember that song.
Then they used to sing it good. And we, my brother going we. That is he said. You better. I used to say you try. I used to be waiting for her, but then yeah, like yeah. So John CMC, my brother John CMC. Don't disturb yourself. You better John CMC. John CMC, my brother John CMC, my sister John CMC. That is he said. John CMC. I hate that.
Chris, you just took me back. There's one commercial, the one I said, "Club, yeah, open my mouth, wow." And then there's another one I said, "I think it said this may be your last day or something." I don't remember.
I know that one. We'll think about it next time.
Yeah.
But that bring Henry in. Henry, you in the studio. We want to say welcome. We just going through our CMC team. We're going to read a letter from Saka PA from last Sunday for our political leader before we get into the real actual politics. The politics in Nepal is just plenty. Can you even say know which one to talk? You just say, yeah, I'm tired. Yeah, but come in here. Hi, how are you? You know, since you started working with a political launch, you're looking very, very young and happy. How are you today?
I'm doing okay. I'm good. Good to be back again after the weekend. It was very okay. My weekend was okay. And I guess you guys had a good weekend as well. And as well as to your family because it is not something easy. There was this time I think after work, you're supposed to be with the family, to know exactly what's going on. But because of love for country, we are all here. I too, I gotta be with my family at this time. But I'm here, because we feel that the right things are not done, and we want it to be done, and we are telling the people how can it be done. We cannot achieve it as an individual, but rather together we can make it happen. So we are here doing our piece of job. But again, I'm okay. Good to be back. I've been sitting quietly and listening. I always admire both of you guys. When you guys are hitting some social issues, and it appears to be very, very educative. Yes, even though at times it is social, but that's awareness. And again, thank you for the awareness, when it comes to telling the people how can they go about uh, being a full member of CMC, because if you watch the live many a times, you always hear people, how can I be a member? So thanks so much for the awareness. One thing you stress on is about first come, first serve. So now to be a first serve person, you have to prioritize CMC, where that was well taken into. And again, like I said, it's been very, very wonderful, good to be here. I'm always telling people, if you want to get a gist, the gossip, the hint when it comes to a particular village, join the women there at the waterside. At that particular place, everything has been said at how the town chief is not doing his job properly. Just SYZ and just on and on. But join the women. So it's always, my privilege to join the women, to get the news, the actuality, and, the best they have to offer us. Hearing about a letter from Cyclopedia, it's always a pleasure hearing all these good things. And at times, going as far as how we do, when it comes to our personal life. Yes, that important. It makes sense. And I'm very, very sure that I bring people, they can just wait to see you guys. Who are those people, always with the voice, telling all that indeed is exactly how it's supposed to be. Who are they? So again, we are here. It's been a great weekend, like I said. And over the weekend, we experienced something that was on yesterday. As a matter of fact, it's already in the morning out on the 1 minutes down 12. So the PL had an engagement somewhere around the shoe factory community. I was there on yesterday. When you are working at times, they say integrity is when people are not seeing you, but then you are working. They come about, they will not tell you, they will take you on by surprise to tell you, oh, we've been observing you for all what you've been doing. So come and get a flower. There was a saying that says, give the man a flower once in your life. So we've been working diligently, I can say that, when it comes to CNC Labura at large.
See, do you have any video for your work you did this weekend? I won't see it, make I didn't see it. Oh.
Yeah, I will play the video. I think I was already doing the setup. I was
Okay.
already doing the setup. So that's how it has been. But I'll come there. While you guys are talking, I will just come in with a video. So let me just come in.
Mm-hmm.
So this group is a whole group, not one group. I think there were somewhere around five different groups. They said we want to meet. People started saying the incoming president, we want to meet the president. When you listen to some of the songs, they were like, oh, we want to meet the president. So over the weekend, it even talking about surprise, because can you imagine we're on the radio on Friday, but then we did not announce it that probably going to be in shoe factory committee somewhere around the Bannersville end. So I was home and then I received a call from the director general. He said, we got an engagement. I said, okay. He said, but come to the station and let's see how we can work it out. And then he says, a surprise. Even the people that already tell me that today, it was just an hour ago, they got to tell me, say they need us. So I said, okay. They went to the Bannersville area shoe factory. Somewhere in a community is there, a large community somewhere there in the shoe factory area. So before we could arrive, we saw the advanced team, CMC, but then they had placed a call already to the citizen movement for change. And then they were there, and I saw the auxiliary head, Madam Binda Bedede. Yeah, she was in attendance. She was there, very hard working woman. She said she would not rest till she sees CMC the way she wants to see it. So, and then I was like a bit concerned about what's happening. Saw the Badner, the person they want to meet the incoming president to just appreciate him for his work and to tell him that what's all he's doing, we are following the process. So we have 5 to 6 groups from different places gather in their neighborhoods. And then it was welcoming and welcoming the idea. And in no time, we saw the PL coming, and then he was there. It was a colorful event. I can tell you that, we never expected the group because we did no publicity when it comes to when it comes to that. There was no publicity, but they were all in attendance. And then he said, thank you so much for all that you do, and thank you for the vision. You know, we will work along with you to see this coming true. Therefore, why you guys are always saying it's not about United Party, it's not about CDC, it's about changing the dynamic when it comes to the politics in Liberia. Because these two parties, they have been just on and on. If it's not CDC, it will be the UP. So the people welcome him and they gown him as well. A very nice gown. The place on him. And he talked to the people. He talked to them. He said, thank you so much. I never saw this coming. I didn't see this coming either. Thank you so much for observing the workings and working along with me. I'm honored. I'm very happy. And I can assure you, coming November, we're going to make this big. We're going to make it very, very big. So in November, by the help of God, when we are all alive, strong and healthy, we emerge at the Jacobstown fee, somewhere around the Japan freeway. That's when he said he's going to make it big now, where we'll do publicity. They say we're still working with you, but we just these dates as a sign of appreciation for your work. It's spoken up very short, in less than 30 minutes. Just when BBC gave you news, 1 minute, and know exactly what the people want to tell you. You already know the news. So it was welcoming. So we also thank the people from the shoe factory and for such thing. They say we always following the radio. They were asking, we said no, we said is that the people there? I put what I yell. I put where you bro go? What grade? What dog? We said no, I said no other people there. I put where you bro go? But the book I have their own program. But that's it. That's integrated our dog Madam Chair. I never, like I said, I was not really giving you a green light. Oh, Henry, you got engagement this week. It just happened. Go. And we're done. We left from there. And he gave his words to them. They were very powerful and touching. And he got people on board again, to push CC agenda, our CMC agenda. So that's what happened over the weekend. And it took my heart. It took my heart. It shows that we are working. We are telling the people the exact truth. So today, you see, in 5 days' time, we have accumulated somewhere around 1,000 plots, members when it comes to the registration. So that means to say we are working and people following gradually. So do not be surprised when you see most of these, surprise packages keep coming. And one thing I would say, our arms are always open. Whenever we are called, we are willing to come to your call. That's it. If even we are busy, but for the sake of the citizen, for the sake of the people, because we say this party is, for the people and by the people. So it's about people who see our vision, people who see our dream, people who get it in mind that Liberia should change. We should take another step. The country should take another trend positively. So the country will be far ahead. We will not be talking about as a country where we are. ADC is a problem. 178 years. These are common things in other countries people don't complain about. But yet they still complain about how ADC going. The rate is on a high increase. The gas, the gasoline, they're all on the increase. We always talk how politicians don't see the interest of their citizens. These are not things we have to be saying. We have to be talking about bringing your ideas, second legacy, so that when you are no more, you should be removed for certain things. That's the way this party is coming about. And there are a lot of strong people, for what I'm saying. Every time CMC go to places, they will win out souls. People always willing to come and volunteer and say, we don't do anything. But we all want the dynamics to change when it comes to politics in our country. So that's it. As we go in deeper, we'll get into some national issues. But when it comes to CMC, like we always say, it is about Liberia, and at the end, it is about CMC as well. So again, that's my intro. Thank you. You're muted. You are muted.
Thank you so much, Henry. Hopefully you can play the video about the PL visit to where you guys went on. I want to see that, eventually as we go into the program. Where it just let us know, give us a hint. I see you bringing it on right now, and we want to see the video, the pictures, and everything. Oh, so they got him as well, right?
Oh
He was.
yes,
Oh, that's nice.
yes. You know how many money that cloak costs? People just look at you for your work and jewelry. Yes, that's it. He looks like a town chief.
Yeah, he does. That's nice.
Very nice.
You guys have a video. Oh, they had a whole program for him.
Yeah, it was a program.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Very nice.
Librarians won't change now. They tired. That's why I do
So,
the Facebook
so let me
feed
play
them.
the video very quick.
Okay.
You guys just be talking in 1 minute, so I'll play the videos.
Yeah, that was very nice. As you were saying, Liberians do seek change, and they want a government that is not just about incompetent people who say they know what they want to do, but by the time they get there, they want to personally enrich themselves.
And
There's lots of smoke.
right?
Huh?
I say when they get there, they get confused because their focus is to enrich themselves.
Sure, they see plenty of money, or they have the flexibility and they don't know what to do. And this is why vetting is so important. And you cannot rely on nepotism either, where you want to employ your family members or your friends and stuff like that, because there's a reason why ethically it's not okay. You have to vet people, okay? Even if you must employ your family member, don't just do it for them to enhance their riches, okay? You must know that they have the required degree, they have the required experience or the required knowledge, okay, to be in the position that they're supposed to hold, that they have interest in the people that they work with. I can tell, Madam Grace Gua, that every time, especially in these days, lately, what we've been hearing in the news from Liberia, it's almost like the people just don't care.
No.
It's like they just don't care. Like I just heard you say, and when you're ready, just cue us, Henry. How in the world that you would say you want a pregnant woman to pay you first as the baby is coming out, to pay you first before you would give her treatment? And people out there saying, oh, where in the world that you find healthcare is free? In this country, they take taxes and they take money from we who can afford it and pay the people who cannot afford it. That's one of the models that they use. So it is free for them. They don't get to pay the expense that I or Madam Grace would pay if we went to go have a baby. And that's just how it is. So how is it that a woman can bring a Liberian citizen into the world, into Liberia, with Osa in front of the hospital, because I understand that a woman gave birth in front of Redemption Hospital. I understand that.
Yeah.
How is that possible?
And they said before they can touch the woman to do, she has to pay $200.
Yes.
I'll continue because when you finish now, I can come in.
Yes, so we shouldn't. And this is why people in Liberia, it is called public service. This is why you should come into power. You should know the plans that you want to have to make Liberia a better place so Liberians can live better. Okay? You cannot come and be doing things since J.J. Rao time or since 1847. You cannot do that. It's too late. You need new breed of thinkers, a new way of thinking, multitasking, finding our ways, being innovative, using your thought process, not the same old where everybody just get it, they're just sitting down, waiting to collect a paycheck. I've never seen these things that I've been hearing about these days. You go and say, let me just talk. I'll go there later on, but not now. Go ahead, Grace. I definitely was gonna go there, but I'll wait.
Yeah, hold that part. That's
Mm-hmm.
definitely the thing that concern me. It's just so sad that last week Wednesday, Joseph Boaga celebrated an enjoyable wedding anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lavish wedding anniversary. I think before that he celebrated his wife's birthday.
Yes.
Thing that we have never seen them do before he came into office. Although he
Mm-hmm.
was vice president, we did not see that lavish lifestyle. So then last week, Thursday, he declared National Prayer Day just after he got you eating heavy on
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday and dining with his friends. That
Mm-hmm.
was not, he didn't call the Liberian community or the Liberian society to come and celebrate with him on his wedding anniversary. He called his friends, those
Yeah.
people that are in government that are, they're so-called elites. He
Mm-hmm.
called them and they celebrated, they dined, they wine, they drank a lot of, nice juices and soft drink, and they drank wine and ate chicken thigh. Our
Mm-hmm.
people are not part of that. And it's okay. He has to, I mean, that's his wedding anniversary. But then after you finish eating everything, our people, the country, the economy is very poor. And then you call on Thursday, you see the push, you declare National Prayer Day. So it was like a laughing stock in the prophet. Okay, you die and wine, some people got drunk. That is because when you have party that happens.
Mm-hmm.
And then you call National Prayer Day, you see the people want to call a whole day, they shouldn't sell their market and do their businesses to come and pray for the country. He didn't leave it there. After he did that, the people never show up for the prayer day because they were hungry. Some people decided to sell. Then he left the whole thing and came on Monday and said fees for pregnant women needed for C-section at the hospital, they are increased to $200. So if you in labor before you give birth, if that C-section, you will have to put $200 down. They say the receipt of your $200 has to be in the chat before they roll you into the OR to get you C-section to deliver your baby. So if that money there, that baby or you risk your risk, your lives will be risked, and you people will probably die in childbirth. You and the baby, if you can't pay that $200. $200 will be deposited prior to surgery. Then you leave it there. Then transportation fare to Grand Julia and Maryland counties increase as well. I don't know what they saw. It's not put to the mail. Transportation increase to Maryland and Grand Julia. So you ready to play now, Henry? Okay. When you finish, I will talk. Yeah. So transportation price increase to Maryland and Grand Julia.
For the people, by the people, and for the people. Citizens movement for change. Oh yes, a new day has come. Yes, a new day has come. Rise up, Liberia. CMC for the people. CMC by the people. Let us join our hands together to build a better life. CMC, CMC for the people. CMC by the people. Let us join our hands together to build a better life. Equity, national unity, transparency, accountability, social justice, integrity. CMC core values. CMC Global. It's a new day for Liberia. It is a new day for the people. Let's go together. All together. It's a day. CMC. The land of liberty, the land of freedom, the love of liberty brought us together. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better life. CMC, CMC for the people. CMC by the people. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better life.
Okay. Henry, that was the video.
That's one of the videos. We play
Okay,
another one. So
that's
you have
very
to
nice.
talking.
Yeah, so and then so he put all these things on the people after celebrating his birthday. Then he asked them to pray for the country. Then he brings C-section fee goes up. And I don't understand when Liberians like start to say, oh, yes, and they're supposed to pay money. Everybody can be seen free. No, when it comes to pregnant women, they're supposed to be seen free. So even if you have to charge them, you have to charge them after. But you cannot play with delivery. Bringing life into this world is not an easy thing. It's even in the Bible. Bringing life into this world is a situation of life and death. You cannot play with that. So even if the woman don't have the money, you have to deliver her. That's why most of our young girls go into these different midwife places that don't even have license to deliver, and then they usually die there because you're telling the people you can't treat them. How in this world that you can't treat the people when they don't have money. Liberia is a poor country. If nothing is free, Liberia healthcare should be free, at least for pregnant women and maybe small children under the age of 10. That at least you should give it to our people for now until CMC take over and make healthcare free in the country. Because you're not able to do that, but you got all the so-called educated people that who have done this thing. It doesn't take much to sit down on a conference table and have meetings upon meetings to be able to open these things up for our Liberian people. You got
Yes.
bright minds that come, they will strategize how to do these things. And it can happen. It's not a rocket science, but it looks like everything is playing with you. You're having in your mind to keep these people very poor and suffering and making people to die in childbirth.
Yeah,
Where
it's
is
so
the job
intentional.
creation that you have for the people to be able to pay the $200? Some people
Mm,
can't even afford $1 to eat per day. So how these people, where's the job for them to be able to pay? At least if they tell us to pay here, but most of the time you can find job in America. And still
mm,
they got women in America, Liberian women, that they see people coming here to even cause the black American, they don't even pay child care yet. They do not pay to go to hospital to deliver. They go there on the Medicare, means that free government insurance. They born
mm,
a baby in suites. They
mm.
get delivered and they pay attention to them getting free food for one whole week before
Maternity suites.
before they leave the hospital. Their babies are taken good care of, giving formula, everything in the hospital. And then you see people because they got family members in government, they say, oh yeah, the women also pay. Are you kidding me?
Mhm.
Poor country like people where you can't even find job, where you have $200 from, yeah, they should start saving for the time they get pregnant to the time they deliver. The people can barely find food to eat when they're pregnant. How they will start saving for $200 to save it to go to the hospital? That you can come here.
No, and the thing about it, the people just don't care. You know, let me say this again, Liberians. I hope you are listening well and hearing me well. The people in government just do not care because they can leave from Liberia and go to places like Ghana or America or Dubai or India or China to have the children these days. And even those days, that's what used to happen, okay? So if they don't fix JFK, it doesn't mean a thing to them. Somebody will be talking about, oh, Musa Bilde, although as the PL, he wants an inclusive form of government. He's looking to brainstorm ways that we can help the people. Okay. One of the reasons why I like and I'm enjoying our PL, he's the hardest political politician in the country. Let me just say, politician in the country, because it's not about him. You know, I hear somebody write, okay, the current president, I want to remind you that this current president was in the government for 42 years. 42 years. Enough time, to bring suggestions, to bring ideas to full. And we never heard one thing, bing, okay? We didn't hear it. And so today, for someone to come and question someone like our political leader, Musa Hassan Bilati, the political leader of the CMC, who started, I think he told his story on this show. He said he started selling gas, tailor work, he was there. Okay. Selling on the streets, he was there. He started from a humble beginning. His mom had to cry, begging to even go to school. Journalism, he there. Writing, he there. relating to the common people, he did. Okay, so he understands. So for someone to come say, "Oh, this man is this or that," or he's a Mandingo man, which is the problem, another complex that we have in our country. Okay, we need to get past that complex. Okay, because you don't know who you are when you call somebody a Mandingo man. Do you know the history of Liberia? Do you know who you are as a person? Okay, and so he preaches the inclusiveness. Okay, and that is what is going to bring our country to bear, the inclusiveness. This is why women can have children in front of redemption. JFK can increase the fee because they don't care about you. You're not included. Okay, this is why the president, as Madam Grace told us, can have a lavish party to celebrate these days, things that we never saw him do for the 2 years in government. Okay, this is why he can have a party now, because you are not included. You can't get invited. You are not included. Okay, so just get that fact straight. Henry, you
He can have the party, and then the next day he can just call the people, "You can pray." After he finish enjoying himself, eating chicken, why the people can't even afford to eat drivers. But this is what came from the JFK hospital. Say, updated price list for cesarean section at maternity. Yeah. Dear all, please be informed that effective August 1st, 2025, the new price structure for C-sections are as stated below. Admission fee $25, 1 to 5 days. You have to pay the admission fee. Cesarean section $90. Intra, up, med, and medical supplies $65. Routine lab $20. All other services will be billed as ordered. All patients must make a deposit of the highlighted bill prior to the surgery. Kindly ensure that there are receipts. There are receipts in the chat before taking the patient to the theater. So if the person dying, they got a receipt in the chat that they paid that $200. They say they will not see the person. Then they wrote it on August 1st. Then when they hear the backlash for the Liberian community around the world, then they wrote a statement from the John F. Kennedy Medical Center today, which is August 4th. The administration of, you need to wait, let me finish reading this thing, please. The administration of John F. Kennedy Medical Center, JFK, wishes to inform the general public that there has been no increase in fees for life-saving surgery or other essential services at the hospital. Contrary to the report currently circulating in the media, the memo is question which is being widely spread. Is it a proposal from the service provider and remains under it is a proposal from the service provider, and it is a proposal from the service provider and it remains in questioning. It is from the service provider and it's still under review. It has not received approval. So if it did not receive approval, why you put it out there? They say it has not received approval from the administration board. Unfortunately, individuals with ill intent seeking to damage the reputation of the hospital have chosen to release this internal document prematurely.
Individuals with ill intent?
Within the hospital, because for your document that you say under review to get leaked into the public, you say it was leaked from within. Maybe the people within New York come to campus, they say we will make sure we tell the public. Because why I say even written on the, you never put on that paper say it's in review. You say as of today, August 1st.
Effective immediately too.
Effective immediately. You did not say we're on a review, but when you hear you heard the cries of the public, the backlash. Now you come and write another letter, and that's why one of my friends called the government of Liberia is a push and pull government. They push
and start.
They push, because they don't know what they're doing. I mean, they have no clue. These people came until they put it have 42 years of experience. They were going to change Liberia. Liberia not being ran the right way, not knowing they were blank, just like the last government that were in place. It's just that the other government were freestyling, wearing organatine and wearing barrels and getting they don't buy the kind of coat suit, but they blank in the coat suit what they're wearing. Blank. They are confused set of people who don't know what they're doing. That's why they feel threatened by the new form political party, CMC movement will change, because they know that CMC got some heavyweights behind them, and they know that the change that the Liberian actually need will come to Liberia through CMC. There will be no payment under the CMC government, no payment of women going to have C-section or delivery in the country. Because before 6 months, we will snap that thing up. How long, how it is to just get AIDS? They probably sending the AIDS to the country, they're just packaging it. To revamp that hospital and actually make sure that the people are treated, at least pregnant women and children from the beginning, under the age of 10. Let's start with that. You can't even afford to do it if the people ain't got a payment, we see in the chat. You will not. So the person ain't got a payment, we see in the chat, so they will die. That's why you're trying to tell her. When the muscle has C-section, when she got a payment paper that she had paid, you will leave her in that place to die. Because they did it to one of my friends' sister. They left the woman there to die with the oxygen in her nose. The oxygen slipped. The other patient in the room with her yelling, my people, the oxygen slipped from the woman's nose. They passing by the room, playing with the slipper, they didn't even care. They said they took oath to care for people. They did not even care. That woman started suffocating, the woman ended up dying. She did not have to die. These are the things that are happening in the hospital. But how can it be changed? How can it be rectified? The leadership in the hospital, they don't even have enough willpower to lay down the rules and requirements, the regulations that govern the hospital, that you have to put the patient first. That's why you took an oath to do. So all those things, that's why making the hospital dilapidated, making the patients are dying every time they go to these hospitals. The government, they have no more, they don't, apparently they don't want nobody to be born in the country anymore. Because
they don't care.
Yeah, they just don't care. How will you read that kind of letter knowing the circumstances in the country? One man working said that $150 making per month. So he saw even $150, then he's supposed to send a train for the school. That's $150. He have to save it to add another $50 from where? For his wife to go deliver in C-section. That's why you're telling us, people. Why you're telling us? It's just a sad time in the country, and we don't know how Liberian people don't see this. We hope that they are seeing it. We hope that they are seeing it this time around, that they will not make mistakes at the ballot box any longer, because it has to do with their lives and the lives of their unborn children. The lives of their unborn children. Can you imagine? You go later in Liberia, go later and they get pregnant. Your child, your son, say, what? That's like brother coming for me. Here go. Yes. Because the post said, well, now won't deliver me, sir. They say, my man get a test C-section, they will not want to deliver me. What kind of trouble they? My life is at risk. I mean, enter the world, my life at risk. Yeah, I want the child busy here, man. Yeah. Why here in America, would the people in music when I was better when we're pregnant? The music in the ear. Yeah. When we even go to the emergency room, when they will rush with you, people massaging your back and all that kind of stuff.
You got special areas there for the pregnant and pediatric care.
Pediatric care. Yeah. Our country can adapt those things. Y'all want to say y'all adapt everything about America. Y'all adapt their flag. Y'all want to adapt their national anthem style. Y'all adapt the way of life. But you can't adapt the culture that the people have, because the people have a beautiful culture. You adapt the culture. And it's so shame that the majority of the people that have come here and live here, that in government right now, they still refuse to, when they go to Liberia, they become a whole different set of people. But anyway, you can play a video about our political leader, and so I can read his letter, because we're going to the Liberian topic. We're going to talk about our CMC. That's why we are here. If you only share this show, my people, we own a very new page, our political laws page. A lot of people don't know this page. So help us and share the show. Tell the people that we are now broadcasting for our political laws page.
Yep.
I see you. What's up? Hey, Shadi.
Wow.
Very nice. It looks like a
Very, very,
very
yeah, very nice. I mean, the people
nice.
were very prepared for him to go there.
Mhm.
I see he and Lai Belete together at the program.
Yes,
That was a
I
very nice
saw
one.
Beta as well.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see her.
Yes, she was in the back. She was the one who came to greet him first.
Okay, that's very nice. Yeah,
Yes.
what a wonderful program.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes.
CMC,
It was
CMC is gaining momentum.
Yep. And
hard and
that's why
hard.
the people are getting jittery.
The people are getting generally they start to talk about a political leader all kinds of way. Although they always high in controversy, they just making it more and more. But the like, people are resolved. And you know when they say me, I just I tire. You can
Are
talk, you
tired.
tire. I'm not gonna change my money. People
Yes.
are resolved. Everybody know the finish see the fabric or the core of your fabric. That all of you are liars. You came here, you will just propagate and and lie and talk all kind of thing when you're getting power. You will never do the thing for the people. The people tire. They see tangible. Musa Bede, they can show plenty of things. They say, you know
Mm-hmm.
what? I don't go their way. Like bring people
Mm-hmm.
are resolved. I say all around the world. This is not even here in America, in like, bro, when we went to the UK, or even more. I'm talking about when the PR came to Philadelphia, when he came to America the few times, it was even more. I was saying, I was more open here. Until all of
Mm-hmm.
the things that we couldn't get it on video because it was just too much.
Mm-hmm.
People are resolved.
Yep.
Like, yes,
Yo, talk tired. Yo, cause Grace man say you're tired. We can't say Grace got her life. Her children are doing well. They see to me. I got my life. Everybody doing well with for blessing. So yo, cost us. Yo, talk plenty. We in
yep.
20, it is still 2025. We expect that to come years to come. But
Mm.
the important thing is some of you can come here. You will study, they can get master's degree. Some of them didn't even go to school. At the end of the day, they can go back to Liberia to work. They can work outside Liberia. They can get job outside Liberia. We are not like you guys, okay? We
Okay.
have been able to expose ourselves to the world where we can move from mat to mattresses. We can get job no matter where we are. Some of your only lane, your education only focus for Liberia. So you will tell you tired. I just wanted to say that Grace because I on my mind to say you
Yeah, my dear, you were right to say that. Henry, you can come in before I read a letter from Sakapi.
Yes, just very quickly when it comes to the health issue, I'm very disappointed. I think in my mind there should be a lot of funds being allocated when it comes to, as a matter of fact, GFK is the biggest. People see the place as a place for solution when they are stuck in between. When they are stuck and then they cannot find their way through. They see that particular place, as a place for solution. But you see what's happening now? Like for what you were just reading, you gotta pay 200 for C-section. Come on. What about the old lady way there in Bon County? If you you know if she submitted and then can I afford the 200 at the moment, will she not be looking at, come on, somebody will have to go on operation if they don't have the 200 at the moment. So my thinking is, are they not using the government, not the government hospital, but the particular JFK to raise revenue for the government? You think that's the way it's supposed to be, or probably it should be a place where people will go and get better help, better medication. Come on. If a child got a clock full, probably you want to take them to JFK. Back then, all of these things, they used to be like free, but then you try to place, a specific amount, all of these things. If you help a lady today, if she has not benefited anything, if she can benefit just a single day from JFK, it will be hard that she will forget so easily. But all of these things, it boils down to the partisans, the people that are in the Unity Party. When you make yourself as a target, you will not have people pushing your agenda. You won't push your own agenda. You target yourself in the society. You feel that all just good for your one. You feel that all just good for your one, and that's exactly what's happening now. So on the overall, let me say, you increase the death rate because nobody see the JFK as a player solution because they don't have the money to go there. They will go to the local clinics, the local hospitals around, and when the proper medication are not given to them, what do we expect? dead. What do we expect? So it is not timely. It is not called for actually, I think in my mind they should rethink on their decision and come back, telling the public sorry. Firstly, sorry we did it, but let us rethink,
Yes,
we are
sir.
all citizens. This is our hospital, you can come there and get a better treatment. This is not this and this is not this, but this is exactly what we should be going to. Or else the devil is going to increase when it comes to health. Because as long as you don't have the money, if people instead of tell you that don't bother to even go to JFK, you get money. When you get money, you don't go there. You go there, that problem.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Who the brother, would like to be sitting, seeing your daughter, you know, struggling for her life at the moment and nobody's looking after her because she don't have the money to afford. Who's the mother who see their kids, struggling, fighting to regain life at that particular scene? What I'm thinking about, and then they don't have the money at that point to give a support, look after them.
Una in Liberia, my brother.
Only in
Yep.
Liberia. So how are we changing the dynamics? We are there.
Yep. And you're right, Henry. They should apologize to the Liberian people, okay, for causing mental stress, duress, trauma, everything. They should for the incompetency. And to tell you that these people don't care, they spent $22.0 million, okay? 22.07 million dollars, $22.07 million according to the budget on the president, the vice president, the pro tem, the speaker, and the deputy speaker. All of them spent 22.07. If you look in the budget, you see that amount for them.
Just
How
for them.
Just for them alone, they don't care. These people, the vice president, can to take go to China.
But you can see the protest that she's coming, she's traveling.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
traveling. She's more taking her sabbatical.
You
Why
see,
pregnant women dying in JFK because they ain't got money to pay for C-section?
They don't have
Exactly.
money. So
Okay.
you
So
put
if
the
we
devil in
redirect
high
this,
increase.
if we redirect some of this money to the people of Liberia, and this is what CMC stands for, it's for the people, making sure that all of their money, $22.07 million
Per year.
only per year, that only the president, the vice president, the pro tem, the speaker, the deputy speaker. Why should they make all of this amount of money?
In a
And
proper poor country that
Yes.
ranked the 8th poorest country in the world.
Yes. Why should let's talk about the president? The type of car that the man drives. Okay. Why should he be driving such an expensive car in
They
our
see me-
country?
they-
when
they see me who
JFK
said, I go, they see me who said he could ride in wheelbarrow and he care.
Thank you. You see, so these are the things that I have just concluded that they don't care. They don't care.
Now,
It's
can you repeat that?
advantageous.
Can you repeat, please?
It's
When you-
22.
I'll call you up. Mhm.
Yes. Hold on. I wrote that thing. I wrote it down. I went to the budget and checked it today.
Mhm.
Let me
You
just
said $22.07 million.
$7 million for the president, the vice president, the pro tem, the speaker, and the deputy speaker. All five of them. Okay, that's how much money they spend. Okay, compared to what we allowed for JFK, which is not a lot. JFK, healthcare and education. Okay, which we have talked about education on this show before. They get the smallest allotment. Okay, the smallest allotment in our budget, and because over the years we have said that we're receiving donation for education, okay, we're receiving donation for healthcare. Such important criteria, such important part of being a Liberian, of being born in Liberia, education, healthcare. We kind of offshore that, kind of outsource that to foreigners, to nation. They work and donate to it. So the people don't care about that. They care for us to buy expensive cars, expensive watch, have big parties. We say we spraying people, and then we'll talk about people spraying people in the country. Patrick Hanna getting scratch card, getting generator money. Then he's spraying people. He go to party and they say, "Oh, that's culture and traditional." What? That today they may know about his culture and tradition. I will just stop here, Grace, because I know we have to read our letter from second paper. I want Liberian people to open their eyes and their ears.
Just before Mother Grace coming. When it comes to people spreading money, these were the same thing we denigrated yesterday. Why are we doing them today? But like I said, when you make yourself as a target to the society, that's what happens. Where if you understand, it came a time, Le Eugene Nangbe from the
Mhm.
CDC, eating your own food. You're talking about someone with money,
Yeah.
someone with money, eating your own food. You take a snap of that, it start to trend everywhere. You know how you use
That
the
means
country more.
supposed to.
Yeah. So why you today you go these all of these things are supposed to be common. But the way you denigrated it yesterday, why are you doing it today? Why are you spreading money when the healthcare is poor?
Well, I mean, ask you one question:
You
spraying
know,
money is it Liberian culture?
it is not a culture.
It's
It
the
is not.
Nigerian people culture. It's not Liberian people culture.
I did
It's
not say
not.
it's a culture.
We
I said
present
that's
money. No,
nothing.
no.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
I said they
But
said
then, yesterday when but today now, so long as Unity Party, you'll see everybody from the Unity Party bill backing it is nothing. It's supposed to be so. While somebody went buy their food, they were eating it. You took a snap of it, started rolling around. How the country is going through hunger, and today you are there throwing money outside. But when you made yourself a target to the society, that's what happened. That's the outcome of it.
And Chris, Madam Guar, let me just add something to this. You see, in politics, optics and context. In fact, any professional person will tell you optics and context matter. Okay. You cannot see people are dying at JFK. You cannot see people only live on $1 a day. You cannot see poor education JFK building with all the mildew on it. Then you go to an event, you are spraying, As a professional person, even as a professor and a psychologist, there's certain things I have to do. Okay. I cannot wear certain clothes to class because I know I'm teaching and I'm teaching a variety of people. I cannot wear certain clothes to my therapy session because I know that I'm working with a diverse body of people. There's certain things I cannot say because I deep down represent the university and represent my profession. Okay, so this whole thing is about context and it's about optics. Okay, optics. So nobody can contact me and say it's okay to spray because it was good those days and stuff. You in government. Your government is struggling. You going to put a paper out saying that people got to go to pay money to JFK. Then we see in another context representing the government and spraying money. Those two things are not making sense. They're not adding up. They're not adding up at all. So go ahead, Madam Grace. I just wanted to say that optics and context.
yeah, I was trying to find a picture with Jay being a wheelbarrow. I've got a man told the people he could even ride a wheelbarrow to go to work in like bro. He just wanted to do the people work, but all of a sudden he rides a $98,000, almost $100,000 car, and, and that's what he's doing. And now the people are spraying people. I never knew that spraying money was like brand culture. I was born and raised in Monrovia. We went to parties. I mean, we the one went to party in Duco. We went to hotel. I mean, we did parties. Our schools. We went to different proms. Although I never got to go to my own prom, but we went to those things, activities. I never saw people in parties spraying people except I need maybe my own people that were hanging out with. I noticed a Nigerian culture. 'Cause I also have visited Nigeria before, so I noticed their culture. I know like represent money. They will present money to you. This is we present this envelope to you, but we never did spraying of money. But like brands, they always copy other people's way of life for some reason. So for them to use that, this like brand culture for an excuse, it's an excuse. Although people adapt different things and they change stuff, but you can't be in such an economy and start to spray money while people can't even find food to eat. You know how they're going to look at your government, especially for a government official that say you have to present a certain way. I cannot wear jeans trousers to work.
There
The
you
place
go.
I work at, I cannot. It's in the people the job description. You cannot wear jeans trousers to work. I'm not allowed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, except they say okay today every last Friday in the month. Then we
Yes.
even for us to wear jeans trousers. They say you have to pay the club, to participate in the jeans trousers
Permission.
drive. They will make money out of you for doing that. So how you say a government official cannot present himself in the right way? When you're a government official, you are different now. You have
Yes.
to calling it. You have to present yourself in a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
You have to
At
be
all
able to,
times.
yes, it's just the right thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you become a mother, your life has changed. You have
Correct.
to act in a certain way. Those on the mother, yeah, they still trash it, but you have to act in a certain way to set an example for your kids. So those things, so you can't be a government official and say, oh, it's okay. And we
Mm-hmm.
can do what we want. But I just wanted to
Oh, we
read.
gotta live our life. Nobody yet. You cannot. Then you may as well go into the public sector or don't work for government. But you
Yes,
cannot.
they go to the
Okay.
private sector and don't work for government. Because the
Okay.
thing is that they were saying the other day that it was wrong when CDC was doing it.
Mm-hmm.
How can it make it right now for them to do it?
Mm-hmm.
If not me, then it can be you.
Mm-hmm.
These two political parties, that's why they need to go. Like Brempo, they don't need to look at them any longer. They should
Yes.
count 0 on the ballot box. Count 2029. So you see that needed even throw the thing away.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just read the names. I will say thank you and welcome and thank you for watching Pinta Bedete. She said good evening family, soiree, Famunya, soiree, Famunya, Abraham, Boma. He's watching from a river, Emmanuel P. Tokwa. Um, he's saying that the political party is unique. I can't read all your statement tonight because we're running out of time. We had a little bit of technical difficulties coming online. I think you saw that. We are on the political launch page, the political launch. That's a page you go and like that page because that's the page we'll be coming on from now. Honorable Darlington, successful winner Don. Thank you for watching Fee Chroma. Thank you for watching. John S. We are. He talked about Mandingo because they are the people who run with tribalism in the country. For them, it's a certain tribe has to be able to lead Liberia. If you're not of a certain tribe, then you can't lead Liberia. But all the tribes that they are put there, they are a bunch of rogues. So I showed with somebody that he family member. So they would always say stuff like that. Queen Dance, I don't know Queenie or Queen Dance. Thank you for watching. Emmanuel Tokpa again. Hendrik Kennedy, William Henry Kennedy, thank you for watching. MK Ken, thank you for watching. Mohammed Inza Dole, thank you for watching. Sylvester Sandy Carter, thank you. Donso Alice Donso, he said good morning from China. CMC, he also said like boys, in trouble, no money, no health care, no money, no life. Yes, they say when you don't have money, you don't deserve to live in Liberia. That's what the government tell you. You don't have money. Like Donso said it right. No money, no health care, no money, no life. Because you tell our pregnant women that don't even have money, so they don't even work. There is no job availability in the country. The unemployment is the highest in Liberia ever. And you say so no money, no work, no health. So it means that you don't have money in Liberia, then you gotta die. That's why it probably said that was JFK telling the people. So Sophie Blamo, we say thank you, Prince T Bundle, thank you for watching. Everybody, please share the show so our people can come. As you see tonight, we don't have plenty people because they don't know that we are on this page. Well, I will read a letter from Saka PA written by Honorable Musa Hassan Benete. He writes a letter from Saka PA every Sunday. The letter from Saka PA comes every Sunday, and we look forward to the letters because his letter from Saka PA is very educational. He talks about what's going on, around him, his life, the lifestyle in Liberia, the government, and everything. So he says, yesterday he wrote that letter on August 3rd. And he said, letter from Saka PA. A ban without a breach. Liberia's rubber export policy risk outpacing its infrastructure. A ban, that's the title of the letter, a ban without a breach. Liberia's rubber export policy risk outpacing its infrastructure. Brace yourself for the letter. President Joseph Boakai recent executive order number 151, which restricts the export of unprocessed natural rubber from Liberia has reignited national debate over the future of the country's most historic agricultural commodity. While the intent behind the policy to spur domestic processing and addition is laudable, its success hinges on a critical question: does Liberia currently have the infrastructure, institution, and inclusive strategy to make this work? A noble goal risking a costly misstep. The executive order builds upon similar actions taken by the previous administration. It restricts the export of raw rubber, commonly in a form of copulum, and instead requires that Liberia rubber be processed locally before being shipped abroad. The aim is to move Liberia from being a mere exporter of raw materials to a value-adding economy in line with global best practices. Supporters of the policy, including large rubber processors and some planters, argue that this shift will reduce smuggling, improve tax compliance, create jobs, and help retain wealth within Liberia. On paper, it makes economic sense. After all, exporting processed rubber brings in more income than exporting it raw. And the benefits of such a policy have been documented in countries like Cote d'Ivoire and Ghana. But policies do not operate in a vacuum. They require an enabling environment, the infrastructure gap. What Liberia lacks today is in what Liberia lacks today is adequate domestic processing infrastructure to absorb the rubber that will no longer be exported in raw form. While a handful of companies such as Firestone Liberia, LAC, and Jetty Rubber process rubber domestically, their capacities are limited and their operation capital intensive. The vast majority of smallholders, farmers, and independent traders do not have access to processing facilities, nor do they have the financing or logistical capacity to build or transport their product to distant plants. With limited electricity, high transportation costs, and little technical support for agro processing, the policy risks straining thousands of farmers with no buyers for their rubber. In the absence of alternatives, they may be forced to sell to the few major processors at a disadvantaged prices, reinforcing monopolies and shrinking already thin profit margins, disempowering the informal sector. While the executive order exempts large processors who are already producing technically specified rubber TSR for export, it imposes significant new fees, restrictions, and procedural hurdles on smaller actors. A $150 per metric tons levy, a mandatory payment to the Rubber Development Fund, and a 4% presumptive tax on exported rubber may be manageable for corporations, but they can be devastating for small-scale exporters and independent tappers. Our people coming suffer in the For a policy that claims to empower Liberians, it appears to disproportionately favor the few companies that already dominate the market. This is contradiction is this contradiction is not lost on farmers, many of whom have publicly expressed concern that they were not consulted before the policy was announced. Policy will all support its policy will all impact. The rationale behind Executive Order Number 151 is not the problem. Liberia, like many resource-rich countries, must learn to add value to its product and reduce its dependency on raw exports. However, Banning raw rubber export without first building the infrastructure, offering financial support to smallholders, and ensuring inclusive access to processing opportunity may cause more harm than good. The government must urgently pair this executive order with massive investment in rubber processing infrastructure, including incentives for Liberian-owned processors, access to affordable energy and transport to reduce the cost of domestic processing, financing and grants for smallholders to co-invest in cooperative and local processing units, market access support and price stabilization mechanisms to prevent exploitation pricing from dominant processors. Conclusion: vision must be matched by strategy. President Bouaga desires to transform the rubber sector is commendable, but ambition alone cannot substitute for planning. Liberia cannot afford to trade one dependency for raw exports for another corporate monopoly over processing. If this policy is to succeed, it must be part of a broader economic transformation strategy that places Liberian farmers, processors, and communities at the center. A ban without a bridge will not take us across the river of dependency. It will only leave our people stranded on the wrong side of progress. So this whole letter is about the Executive Order 151 that
Mhm.
President Waka passed, banning the export of raw rubber from the country. But the letter is saying, do they have the capacity, the infrastructure to be able to let that happen? Liberia don't have that. You are just going to strangulate the poor farmers that tap their rubbers, because now a certain group of people will have monopoly over everything and could just raise prices on them and do anything they want to do. So is that going to help the poor people at the end of the day? That's why Joseph Boaga government is known for not coming to help the poor people. Yes, they only keen to help themselves. So the same executive order was passed by we are before. It did not work because the country don't have that kind of infrastructure to actually be able to let this happen, or for them to have this 151 order go through. There will be so many implications, and it's not going to benefit the people at the end of the day. My people will suffer again. That you can come here.
Yeah. As always, our political leader looked at an issue, a pressing issue in the country. You know, the issue relating to rubber, a political commodity in our country. We have had Firestone since what 1926. Some people might say. Uh, you know, planting rubber in our country and exporting it. So our political leader didn't just only look at the problem, this problem that involved the farmers and the processors, like people like Jetty, Firestone, LAC. He just didn't just look at those two groups of people. He's also offering solution to this problem. He is telling us that these Jetty, LAC, and also Firestone, they don't have the capacity to provide their factory where they process the rubber before they ship it out. They don't have that capacity. So he's asking the government to brainstorm this a little bit and provide something as helpful to these farmers, to our people, such as maybe maybe money for them to be able to get a small plant, or maybe transportation where they can be able to transport, because that's the problem. Many of our farmers, they don't have the financial capacity or financial backing to take their rubber to transport it to Jetty, or to transport it to Firestone, or to transport it to LAC. They need support. And the government is saying, oh, you can send your rubber out, we're not causing you, we're not stopping you from sending, but you got to pay XYZ taxes. I think they got 3% taxes, RD something, our taxes, 150 or 250 for this amount of container. You know, all this money. We should be brainstorming And this is what our political leader has done. He assess the problem, and that's what he's going to always do: assess the problem and provide a solution. I like he said that. I like the fact that he said that policies do not operate in vacuum. Policies do not operate. You need to call all of the stakeholders, the trucking company, the farmers, the processors, the people at the port. You call all of them together, and you'll start to build and come up with resolutions to this problem. This is an age-old problem, as Madam Grace Gore said it. Ellen Johnson tried, she failed. We are trying, he did not succeed. Now Buckhead is coming and he's bringing the same old thing, but he's not succeeding. So we need to brainstorm this issue.
And my thing is that he tried, he just came up, because if you're a smart a leader, you will, after you see, because you're watching people that were president before you, you're watching what they did, you're watching how they passed the same order, it did not work. So you have to have a real background study on this particular thing before you even open your mouth to pass it. Now, if you knowing that you're going to work on the infrastructure because you don't have the infrastructure, you will work on the institutions because you don't have that, and the inclusive strategy that's supposed to be able to help these things, this particular order to happen, you don't have that. So you will build on these things. After you build on it, maybe the third year into the government, if you have done it through the first and second year, then you can pass the order. Then means that you already have set up stuff, you already have things in place before now you pass the order for it to start to work and see if it will work now in your term. And that's in your term. So that's how people do. But the first 2 years, your government said nothing. Yeah, your university like, bro, dilapidated buildings. The women in a different place now, they got to sleep for a job. I come and play one video. One girl said she had to sleep with one man for a job. They thought she was tired with the sleeping. Then he told her from the job. So all those things, you don't have those things in place. People still struggling. And now you're saying that they just want the rubber farmer then now. They can't struggle to that. They were just exporting easy and getting the money. You come and make it hard for them. But do you have the mechanism in place to be able to tackle that? You don't have the mechanism in place. So this is where we are coming from. I mean, I really like the letter for Sagabi, or ability study economics. He did that in school. He said it many times, so he understands this to his fingertip. So he telling you should take his advice, because right now I feel he giving you a free advice. In America, people are paid for that kind of information, but he just give it to you free in letters.
Yes, and I just wanted to also add that I'm waiting for the day that we can produce these commodities, like something rubber related, like rubber plate, rubber spoon, bike tire, car tire in our own country. We have these processing plants that just take all of our minerals out of the country. They got one that take the iron ore. They got one that take the gold. They got one that take the rubber. We will produce our own in our own country. That's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, I mean, it's sad because you don't have the infrastructure. Look at. Let me just play a video of a school. They're even building school across the country. They made headable, and this government, they are known for making announcement of PPT that they can't. They made headable announcement how they building school here. While you're trying to play the video of the school and this and that. How you building school when these kind of schools then could just be?
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say welcome to Lata FM and TV. We are in Kotola Home. This is the Sosomanan Public School, as you can see. The Sosomanan Public School. Imagine, government is at the verge of constructing 100 schools across Monrovia, meaning some part of the county. But we are still here, and there are a lot of mixed view. Imagine this is a classroom here. Sosomanan Public School in Kotola Home. There are many views and coming up saying that we already have these schools. The issue of maintenance has always been a problem. Imagine kids are sitting on places like this where we are in Monrovia, listening to government when they come in saying that they have the issue of education is on the right path. Imagine in the 21st century, students are sitting in classroom like this. This place, I don't think your kids can even attend this institute here. The institute name is called the Sosomanan Public Institute. This is the place, very, very much in a deplorable condition, not up to standard. You see all the windows, all the doors, the ceiling. As you can see, our camera is going through. This is the Sosomanan Public School. My name is Yabauru Y. Bringing you this live coverage. This is Lata FM and TV.
So just imagine infrastructures around the country. Those are the public school. Every time they show a public school is dilapidated in Liberia. Down to the University of Liberia, there was a protest, about the same buildings that we've been showing here on the political launch. I guess the people got caught up with say, we tired. And these are the schools, like the public schools around the country. You don't even have that kind of infrastructure. And then you're talking about rubber for you to you want to export refined rubber in your country to make sure that the raw material is not exported. How are you going to do that? You need to even start going around, start to revamp the schools and things in the country before you even start thinking about that. How do you want to just put the people in actual poverty again? They're already in poverty. So you're going to put them in actual poverty, especially those small farmers that tap rubbers. They're going to suffer from this. So you have to put things in place. My Kennedy have to be at work. People got to do study for the thing for almost a year or two before you start to want to implement these kind of things within the country. That's what a serious government will do. That's why I was saying, and that's the reason why we who Ali we came here, we educate ourselves. We know that you're not ready. You people were never prepared. When the Liberian for that like that, Joseph Parker did not even have to do a debate. He just had a propaganda and then lamb of talker, then talking all over the place. And he was voted into power because of that. And that's why the Liberian people now need to open their eyes before these people come to serve you, before you make us let these political candidate and candidate that are running for president, then they're going to debate so you can hear what other they got to offer to the country. Then they debate one another. Because they may feel oil, and so they don't care. You got the University of Liberia in a total mess. The place is not even conducive for people to learn. You got women in Liberia having to sleep. Let me just play the one. Having to sleep with men just to get job. Then the poor girl, they get her ordeal. They insulting her, yelling at her, all kinds of things, just because she said she was a single mother and she gets children. So she knows she have to work. So when she went there, the man, the HR, just imagine you do that thing in the country here. That small lawsuit, your corporation will break down. That chicken soup factory. That chicken soup factory that got, I don't know that who the people running chicken soup factory or who running it. They sit down there, allow this girl to be abused. And then she become the person with the problem now because she the victim become the victim. Let me just say that. She already a victim by working your entity, but then you victimize her against by letting her lose her job after she slept for the job. And she said it. And then the power that posted me, she said that she slept for the job within the factory. So the man got a place there in the factory where he just sleep with the women to get a job. But we are about to play is loading. This is sad. We want these kind of things to be pay attention. The government to pay attention to these kind of things instead of always just paying attention and trying to announce BB things to remove the people's mind from what's going on. All these announcements is just to distract the people, just to distract them. Well, yeah, the president just announced something that will not even happen. That again.
No more.
Yes.
Yeah, so what
I
happened?
came here for job. Someone sent me to him.
Who?
Who said that I will?
Moses tell her when.
Yes, they sent me to him for job. When I came, he said the only way he will give me the job, I said he sleep with me. And the only way he will able to give me the job. So I to touch. Anytime I here for work, he will not call me inside. He said the thing I want for me. I like the way before I start with it. I said I get my children into the house. They need to go to school. I just said to the Lord, nothing to do. So I was just forced to get myself to him, but it was not
So
my
he
way.
slept with
He
him.
slept with me.
Who is the Muslim tell her when?
He's like HR, the baby here.
HR.
Yeah.
So you had to sleep with Moses because of job.
Yeah, Moses slept with me for you.
Where you slept at? No, be serious.
We slept in the city fight.
In the security factory,
Yes.
he call you.
So, yes. So even after we slept and he gave me the job, so I decided to tell him, say that the relationship is so because you married. So let it be so. He said once I in the baby here, if I want for the relationship to be so, then wish me he will take me from out of job. And on and now about sacking people like ever he can sack any hour, any minute. So I say at first I can't lose my job. So I did bear in it. The fourth one, you know, enter, I decided to tell him that I need a relationship. So I told him more management and I need a relationship again. I keep testing for him. But each time when I come into work, he will wait for me. On the road, he will ask me for him myself to go sleep. And then he said he must move from behind me. So the guy that next to him, they call him Joseph Blake. He asked Joseph Blake to beg me for him myself to go. I tell him, he said he should move from behind me. So I was not giving him on April 29, because by the 30 days, the 29 of April, he asked me. I tell him, say no. So I give to work on second shift. So the person the police they hire the police, she clean the place. So I was asking my supervisor, oh my God, I said, oh my God, why did they hire like you? Why you can't go in Isa? Then the one I don't know the well I never people Isa. Yeah, my boss made me say, I'm gonna come in the morning for the hire like you where? Isa. So I decided to leave. When I was supervisor, I came the lady now, she asked the same question, so I left me, I started working. While working, he came to me with job. I said, today you cheat me also, I'm gonna no job for you. I left me. After I finished working, when I went on the washer, working on the washer, I saw him and the women pour the king. Then they asked me, I smoked already to go clean on Kiana. Such a Marco, Kiana, the person in the bathroom and they can clean on Kiana. Sleeping the beef after two person, they tell me to want Kiana. So if you want to send me, we just send me. I want to him. After I told him, when making, the women start shouting at me, want to hear you. Hear you, I said, Chief, now I need hear you, man, need your mama. Who call me here? And he asked me to get us women. So when I call my chairman say, what happened? I explained to my chairman, I should get us. Then they play men, they call my supervisor to tell him, say, I should get us, daily, I'm going to get us. I said, but my chairman tell me not to get us. So yeah, we clean the play, everything. Clean the play. I left and went. On the 30, I came in the morning for us to talk, so he finished. Let's say he ready for case. So I came to work at 2 o'clock. I entered while working. And for after 4, when they went for me, they called me. What did the biscuit party already get us?
Yeah, that you just the explanation by the end of the day. That what happened to her. She had to sleep with the HR man to get job. These are the things I just wanted to play that video to show you the thing that what people go through in the country. It's very sad. I mean, you need to go to you need to take your labor calculator break. It's very sad to see that happen, to our brothers and sisters. But this is where we are. Even if you can open the phone lines. Let's take some 5 calls and say we can close the show tonight. Oh, Liberia.
So depressing.
Just imagine you have to sleep with somebody who you don't even want. Just because you
Oh my God.
and then they want to see you on while you on a job, they want to be sleeping with you until you can't sleep with them, they remove you from the job. What kind of how you and she says it's happened. So many other children in the play experience it with him.
And the madness is our own self doing it to our own self. Then the white men come and do it to us too.
Yeah.
So that's it. 077701763 777017635 is the number to call. Call us, tell us, have a say on the political laws on Truth FM 96.1. 077701763 777017635 is the number to call, and then you'll be live. I would take 5. Yes, 5 is enough because we have to go. 077701763 Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Your name from where you joining us?
Fofana calling on Louisiana.
You guys get in? Manager?
Fofana calling on Louisiana. Fofana.
Yeah.
Fofana calling from New Georgia. Okay, Fofana, go ahead.
Yeah.
So this is number we using, manager.
Good night, yeah.
Go ahead.
For a large campaign, for all means to be a man by a woman. It is a very position of about that. So if you not be on her back, then that is fine. So I really put it past the national expo. So the more ever going to be able to buy now, there's new position. It's really my lawyer. What happened? And I figure what I would. Oh, it's very hard. I secret them.
Wow.
Okay, boss man. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay. 077701763 777017635. Good morning. Good morning. Please amplify your voice, brother. How are you? Your name from where you joining us? Calling from where? Kesari Boulevard. Okay, my brother. Go ahead, make your point. You guys are not getting here. Wow.
No, we getting you.
Well, I'm
Okay, go
not.
ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. You say what's the name again? Okay, Abraham. Thank you so much for always calling and giving your input. Abraham Carter, he's always calling. You know, it's still a very good point. A very good one. Okay. Let's get to the phone line and then talk to this person. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh my God. 077701763 777017635. We'll take 3 more. Then we'll go back to the team. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
How are you, boss man? What's your name? From where you joining us?
I'm Timothy Stubad. Working from Brookview.
Okay, bro, of your city. Go ahead, my brother. 30 seconds.
Our expectation for this package, the people feel on what people were expected to do, they are going Sorry. Well, we pray that do that. So I had a mindset to come back and then make that ready to happy. Pray that if we had to do it, we do the other one part of it.
Okay. Thank you so much. So the awareness is not about us. We just talking about the awareness. It's everybody business now. You yourself, you have to tell other people out there, good morning. The feedback, my brother. The feedback, my brother. We cannot keep you on. If you call, dress away from your monitor. Please, please. That's the rules. 0777017 635. When you call, please do not stay closer to the radio. The feedback. Good morning.
Yes, morning.
Your name from where you joining us?
I'm Arthur Butler calling from Bonaz Farm.
Okay, my brother. Go ahead, make a point. 30 seconds. Arthur.
Yes, I mean, see a kid you play just now. You know, kind of weakness. I mean, the politicians are so wicked. So for you to get somebody a cleaner job, you have to be having sex. It could be your sister, it could be somebody, your auntie, your mom. I mean, yeah, how the country will move out? The people came on live, bro, 42 years experience. You're ruling a country that say you already know nothing about government. I mean, like people were hard to hear. We said it in, but the people were hard to hear, bro. So, plain as that, the 2029, the last thing, so you let the referee president.
Okay, my brother. Thank you so much. Wow, it takes my heart out. That lady could be your sister. And even the job you guys are doing the wrong thing for. How much money? How much is the salary? You have to see somebody else's mother. Telling them that they should go about doing those certain things at your pleasure. Your own pleasure. What will satisfy you. That's the reason I'm always asking at times if the people really can go about, giving the right advising the president. Do they really communicate with the president or tell him about somebody loud says? Oh my God. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you, boss man? What's your name? From where you joining us? I'm still getting the feedback, my man. I'm still getting the feedback. So let's take two more call and then we'll call your day. 0777017 777 is the number to call. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you, boss man? What's your name? From where you joining us? Joining us from where? Where are you joining us from? Okay, Canada. I want to Ria Bell. Where?
Thank you.
Okay, where around the president era? Okay, my brother, go ahead.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah, so what happened here? So for now, you can come to the compound, come to Truth FM tomorrow, ask for either Ansu or Henry. Yes. True FM right in Duboro, yeah. Yeah, in Duboro.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. That's it. 777017635 won't be our last call. We gotta go. We don't have the luxury of time. 0777017 So while we're with the last calls, it is back to you guys.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Yeah, go ahead, Gracie.
Thank you, Ansu. Henry.
Henry.
I mean,
Yeah, me there.
thank you so much, Henry. I yeah, I just wanted to share with the Liberian people. Oh, you there?
No, you okay?
You okay?
Yeah, my phone very sticky. I don't know why I'm sticking tonight. Y'all can hear me?
Yes, we can.
You.
We can.
Oh wow.
Okay, y'all can hear me now?
Now we can hear you.
Chukupi won't come in your studio.
So I just wanted to say thanks tonight. I want to bring people to understand that uh,
You're going in and out, Gracie.
Oh my
well,
God. How many
I
broken?
want to I want to say to the librarians tonight on my closing that 50% of yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah, so I think you gotta go and come. Then what Doc be like talking? Why she doing a closing? Yes, Doc. So we'll be talking
Yeah,
while we are.
it was a great show. Just want to thank all of those in Radio Land and those who are watching us by way of social media. Thank you for joining us. I know we have a new page now. We kind of redirected you to a different page, but it was a wonderful show. We ended up with something that is even more depressing, although we talked about a lot of hard subjects tonight. We talked about, healthcare situation in our country, and then we talked about other things that ended up with this just harassment, sexual harassment situation, rape situation, abuse situation, and it's unfortunate, but that is the country that we live in, and this is why you need to come and join us. Come to Citizens Movement for Change, so that we can work towards transforming our country. When we talk about transforming, all hands should be on deck. We really want to bring a change to our country. The Ghanaians have done it. The people from the Guineans have done it. The Ivorians have done it. Senegalese have done it. We are no different than those people. They are not even smarter than us, and we are not smarter than them. We just got to get our act together and change our country. It can be done in the next 5 to 10 years. Thank you, Gracie.
Thank you.
Thank you. For me, you guys can hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just want to share this. This is a school in Lofa County. Let me call the exact school name. It's Funchima Public School. I want Liberians to know that 50% of Liberians are school-age children. From now until 2035, if we don't get our school system together and revamp, Liberia is going into failure for the rest of the lifespan of Liberia in this world, because we'll not be able to resuscitate our people when it comes to education, and education rules the world. Our people will be so lacking. If we don't take time, maybe the people will take the country away from us, because it means that we are not able to help the future generation of children, and the people will not allow the children to die among us like that. Our country will be considered the most illiterate country in West Africa. Bell. Look at the school now in Lofa County, Funchima Public School. It's a shame. So I want you to think about this. UP Party and CDC, they are not the two parties that will lead Liberia to anywhere. These people are being in existence 20 years straight. UP King, they did 12 years, nothing. CDC King, it even got worse. UP came back, Congo men said worse. They will not be able to help Liberia. Join CMC, let's take Liberia to the next level. That our country will gain back its respect. Join something different. Let's just try something else. Let's just try somebody different, somebody controversial. Let's just try something different. These two political parties, everybody know now that they are just came to power to steal. And when they remove them from power, the people are millionaires. And some of them live in other countries. They live in mansions and big compounds in the people or suburban areas. The children are living well in other countries. They go to school there on government money that was taken from the coffers of the Liberian people, hard and sweat. So think about that this night. If you want something better for your country, before God call you from the earth to see Liberia better, CDC and UP Party, they might not be one of the people that you think about in 2029. Thank you so much. Henry, you can do your closing so we can close. I wanted to play one song though, Henry, when you're done. I think they made one song on that my era. That for CMC, I want to play it.
So okay, let me just do my closing. It was actually good again. You know, there's it. We'll keep saying it till we find the right way. We'll keep saying it, you know, till the people see the vision that we are seeing, and we'll keep saying it so that they will understand that we need change for Liberia. It is not appropriate every time when people get sick, we're going out to other countries because we want better health attention. We ourselves can do the same. An Indian man will not come in the country and develop this country. The growth and development of this country rests upon everyone else. So it is hand on desk issue. It's not about an individual. So keep following us. It is always a pleasure. We highly appreciate you for staying out at about this time. We got 6 minutes up to 2 o'clock. Thank you so much for always following, for always burning your data. You know, that shows that indeed we are working. But it cannot happen just, you know, the 3 person hearing Doug, Madam Grace, you know, the Henry man or and so no. Let everyone of all come together and then do the awareness. Tell people, say we got to change the narrative. You know, see this party as your own. You know, this Liberia. You go about also telling them with that we can grow, we can move, because 2029 is nowhere. We are just closer to it. Put aside 2, 3, 4 years to come, but we are just closer to it. Before we get there, then we got a fixed mind already that we are going for the change. So again, I say thank you. It was actually a nice show. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Let me play this song before we play the CMC anthem.
Music.
Yes, CMC. Our poster has done better. Development hero, bridge building in your area. Now go there. You have been here before. Now your era. Poster better. Now your era. Road development. The thing they can do, the one they can talk about. For your era, you go on your era. You need a dog and do a poster better. Now your era. People, CNC, to
Amen.
I said, that a new song was, I saw the on the channel. I said, well, me play it today, but it's so
I
nice
used
to,
to listen in the chat room.
okay, it's nice to be here. It's nice to, have me on the radio. Want to tell thank you to, I want to say thank you to the people in Radio Land, the people on Facebook, on the Political Laws page, also on watching on YouTube, and also watching on Dr. Francine page. Make sure you tell the people we have a new page so people can come on as well. Want to thank you for watching. God bless Liberia. God bless you, Liberians in Liberia, and Liberians around the diaspora. God bless we all. God bless us all. And let's live to see another day, because Liberia will be a better place one day. And CMC will bring Liberia to that state.
CMC, for the people, by the people, and to the people. Citizens Movement for Change. Oh yes, a new day has come. Yes, a new day has come. Rise up, Liberia. CMC, for the people. CMC, by the people. Let us join our hands together to build a better Liberia. CMC, CMC, for the people. CMC, by the people. Let us join our hands together to build a better Liberia. Equity, national unity, transparency, accountability, social justice, integrity. CMC core values. CMC Global. It is a new day for Liberia. It is a new day for the people. Let's hold together. Let's hold together. It's a unity. It's a man. CMC. The land of liberty, the land of freedom, the love of liberty brought us together. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, CMC, for the people. CMC, yes, by the people. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, CMC, yes, for the people. CMC, yes, by the people. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, yes, 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 the time has come.